Hey everyone, welcome to Cruise Blog. This is Angie, and today I'm going to talk about the things I don't pay extra for on a Carnival cruise. Let's get started. As someone who cruises frequently, I have found that by avoiding certain add-ons, I'm able to save a significant amount of money on my Carnival cruises. I don't fully restrict myself though. What's the point of going on a vacation if you can't indulge a little bit? The cruise base fare includes a lot, so I think there are certain experiences that I do not need to splurge on. Here are some things that I don't pay extra for on my Carnival cruises. First, I normally don't stay in balcony cabins. For most of my cruises, I've stayed in interior cabins. Though they are the smallest accommodation on board and lack natural sunlight, I find that I don't spend too much time in my stateroom. There's so much to experience on board that I feel like I'm wasting my cruise if I stay hidden in my cabin all day. Inside cabins come equipped with the same standard amenities as ocean view and balcony cabins for a fraction of the cost. At the end of the day, I just need somewhere comfortable to rest after lounging on the Lido deck, attending theme parties, and exploring different ports of call. Next, I never buy professional pictures. More often than not, I'll disembark a cruise having not purchased any professional photos. Costing a minimum of $13 for each fun shot, the cost can quickly add up, especially for families or groups. Perhaps one of my least favorite aspects of Carnival's loyalty program is that they don't offer any photo benefits to loyal cruisers. With my Diamond Plus status on Royal Caribbean, I'm able to get one free picture on every cruise. This is a really nice perk that allows me to collect a souvenir on each sailing without spending extra money. Next, I usually don't splurge on specialty restaurants. With all of the delicious complimentary dining options on board Carnival ships, especially Mardi Gras, Carnival Celebration, and Carnival Jubilee, I never feel the need to pay for specialty restaurants. For example, it's easy for families to spend an extra $120 or more on a meal at the specialty steakhouse on board. New cruisers shouldn't feel pressure to splurge, as they'll find plenty of options on whatever Carnival ship they select. From juicy burgers to tacos, crispy chicken tenders, barbecue, pizza, and so much more, Carnival excels at offering numerous fast casual dining options, so passengers don't feel restricted to just the buffet and the main dining room. Next, I rarely, if ever, purchase spa treatments. I love a facial and massage as much as the next gal, but you'll never catch me spending money at the onboard spa. With 50-minute massages starting at around $200, it's easy to spend more on a single treatment than drinks for the entire cruise. Instead, I find other ways to relax, including spending time at the adults-only Serenity. Though not the same as being pampered for an hour, having some peace and quiet away from the noisy Lido deck is rejuvenating. If you really want to spend time in the spa, consider purchasing a thermal pass, as it'll be valid for the duration of your cruise rather than just 50 minutes or so. Next, I don't purchase shore excursions at Half Moon Cay. If you're looking for a true tropical oasis, look no further than Half Moon Cay, Carnival's private island in the Bahamas. From the soft white sand to the turquoise waters, you may find yourself wishing you could stay overnight, or at least longer than a couple of hours. After visiting the island twice, I still don't feel the need to purchase an excursion here. Taking advantage of the complimentary beach chairs and barbecue lunch is enough to occupy my time while ashore. Since Half Moon Cay is a private island, you won't find any third parties waiting to offer discounted tours. Instead, you'll have to pay whatever rate Carnival is advertising. Activities like horseback riding can cost upwards of $120 per person. Instead, I prefer to save my money for ports like Nassau, where there aren't many complimentary activities nearby. Next, I choose not to embark with Faster to the Fun. Embarkation is an exciting time. You finally made it to the terminal, and you're moments away from stepping foot on your Carnival ship for the first time. Before that can happen, you have to complete all parts of Carnival's in-person check-in process. This entails getting your travel documentation checked, as well as going through security and leaving your larger luggage with a porter. You may be anticipating some frustration due to long lines while you're stuck staring at the escalator that leads to the gangway, leading you to purchase Faster to the Fun, Carnival's paid priority check-in service. The embarkation process has never taken me more than 30 minutes on my Carnival cruises, sailing out of Mobile, Port Canaveral, and Miami. In fact, the most frustrating aspect was parking at Port Canaveral, which had nothing to do with the operations inside of the terminal. Because I know that I'll be on board in no time, I never bother spending extra money on Faster to the Fun, which costs at minimum $70 per stateroom. If you're going on a cruise on board one of Carnival's newest Excel ships, you can expect to spend even more, or about $160 per cabin. Next, I don't pay to get my laundry done on board. While some Carnival ships are equipped with self-service laundromats, who wants to waste time doing laundry on vacation? Personally, it's one of my least favorite chores, so I'll avoid it whenever possible. Carnival's valet laundry service isn't cheap. Whenever I'm sailing, I let my laundry pile up to deal with it after my cruise, rather than pay an outrageous amount to return home with clean clothes. During my sailing on board Carnival Conquest, my curiosity got the best of me, and I pulled out the valet laundry list to see how much it would cost. Needless to say, I saw $3.50 for one t-shirt, and I promptly put the sheet back in the drawer. Next, I make sure to buy sunscreen before my cruises. Before any cruise, I make sure that I purchase more sunscreen than I think I'll need. I'm able to get a bundle of 2 bottles for around $9 at my local Target, whereas I've seen single bottles cost as much as $27 on board Carnival ships. Even if I don't use all of the sunscreen, I know it'll be put to use on a future sailing. If anything, I can use it for pool days during the summer. It makes more financial sense to simply buy more than I think I'll need, rather than be stuck having to shell out $27, especially if I'm at the point in the cruise where I only need sunscreen for another day or so. Lastly, I don't purchase all access tours. While I find the operations of cruise ships fascinating, I cannot bring myself to pay $90 or more to tour areas like the galley and bridge. The price for Carnival's Behind the Fun tour varies depending on which ship you're sailing on. Those cruising on fantasy class ships, as well as Carnival Radiance, Sunshine, and Sunrise, will see the lowest prices. Tours of the behind-the-scenes areas on newer ships can cost as much as $150 per person, meaning that a family of 4 can expect to spend $600 on this experience. Alright, there you have it, the things I skip purchasing on my Carnival cruises. What are other things that you don't purchase? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you can be notified every time we have a new video. Be sure to visit Cruise Blog for more cruise tips and advice.